Hello, my name is James Mahan, and I'm running for the office of President of the United States of America. Affordability, Science, and Human Dignity by James Mahan. Presidential platform. I'm seeking the presidency because I believe the United States must adopt a more realistic, fair, and constructive approach to trade with its closest neighbors. Trade tariffs should be reasonable and reflect the economic realities of integrated economies, particularly between the United States, Canada, and Mexico. I support modern free trade agreements in key sectors such as the automotive industry and dairy trade between the United States and Canada, with the goal of strengthening North America cooperation while protecting workers and consumers. I believe America must work toward reducing global conflict. Endless confrontation abroad increases cost at home and destabilizes the international order. A foreign policy grounded in diplomacy, restraint, and cooperation is essential to long term peace and economic stability. Domestically, I believe the United States has a moral and practical obligation to better support its poorest citizens. I support increased funding and expanded access to SNAP benefits to ensure that families can obtain necessary food. I also support expanding the range of eligible items so that individuals can purchase essential clothing, secure decent housing, accessible, reliable transportation, and ensure their children receive all necessary educational materials. Addressing poverty through stability and access strengthens communities and the nation as a whole. I strongly support science and technology as guiding principles of governance to ensure informed and evidence-based decision making. I believe all presidential cabinet and sub-cabinet officials should hold no less than a PhD or equivalent terminal degree in their field where such a degree exists. In fields where PhD is not applicable, individuals should demonstrate substantial expertise supporting by strong professional references. Government leadership should be driven by knowledge, competence, and experience. On border security, I support maintaining the existing border wall as part of national security. At the same time, I believe immigration enforcement should transition toward more peaceful, orderly, and humane methods. Individuals who must leave the country should do so through a skilled, nonviolent exit process that respects human dignity and due process. I also believe the White House should be preserved as a historic institution that reflects the nation's constitutional heritage rather than the preferences of any single administration. I support halting the work on the planned Trump-era ballroom, restoring the demolished wing of the White House to its original documented scale, and removing most non-historic decorative embellishments. The White House should reflect a traditional federal architectural design consistent with documented history of America's past. Regarding the war in Ukraine, I support the creation of a structured wartime exit strategy that encouraged Russia to abandon its attack. This strategy should rely on intense diplomatic, economic, and informational pressures applied through lawful and nonviolent means, with the goal of de-escalation and withdrawal rather than prolonged conflict. Finally, I believe the United States must do more to protect individuals in abusive situations and address homelessness. I support providing free emergency and follow-up medical care for those fleeing abuse, expanding emergency shelters nationwide, and adopting shelter-first policies modeled after Finland's successful approach. The objective should be to eliminate homelessness wherever possible by prioritizing immediate shelter, safety, and long-term stability. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you get out to vote for me. And my name is James Mahan, spelled James Mahan. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.